Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's U.S. End-of-Day Technology Deep Dive for Wednesday, April 9th, 2025. Today we'll examine market movements across technology, communications, and healthcare sectors, including key stocks and indexes. I'm your host, Ira Roth. Let's dive in. Tech-related indexes showed remarkable gains today. The technology sector led with a 14.1% surge to 3,988.72. The Nasdaq 100 and Nasdaq Composite both gained about 12%, despite showing very strong negative trends and some downward volatility. Market breadth reveals significant weakness beneath today's gains. The Nasdaq Composite showed 2,554 declining stocks versus just 545 advances. Similarly, the technology sector had 573 declines against 110 advances. Looking at returns, the technology sector leads weekly gains at 12%, though year-to-date shows a 13.5% decline. The communication services sector has performed relatively better, down only 6.2% this year. Among top tech performers, Microchip Technology surged 27% to 44.90. Advanced micro devices and monolithic power systems both gained over 23%. Despite maintaining very strong negative trends. Looking at returns, Microchip Technology leads weekly gains at 24%, though down 21.7% year-to-date. On Semiconductor shows the largest yearly decline at 37.8%, despite today's 22.6% rally. Among today's laggards, Juniper Networks gained just 3.5%. While Motorola Solutions rose 5.6%. VeriSign stands out with a very strong positive trend, despite modest gains today. In terms of performance, VeriSign leads year-to-date with an 18.2% gain, contrasting with Motorola Solutions' 9.7% decline. Jack Henry & Associates shows the weakest weekly return at minus 1.1%. Nasdaq tracking ETFs showed substantial gains today. Cubes rose 49.94 to 466. Vanguard Information Technology gained 63.41 to 533.78. The VanEck Semiconductor ETF jumped 17.1% to 210.83, showing downward volatility over the past 10 days. Looking at weekly returns, VanEck Semiconductor ETF leads with a 16.6% gain. The leveraged 3x bullish QQQ shows the highest volatility with a 28% weekly return, while its inverse counterpart, 3x bearish QQQ, declined 32% for the week.
Looking at stocks in tech industries, I'm Sally Short. Apple led gains with a 15.3% increase to 198.85. Meta Platforms followed with a 14.7% rise to 585.77. Amazon, Microsoft, and Alphabet all showed downward volatility while closing higher. Week-to-date returns show Meta Platforms leading with 16.1%, while Apple lags at 5.6%. Year-to-date, all companies show negative returns except Meta, which maintains a slight positive return of 0.04%. Semiconductor stocks posted strong gains. Aehr Test Systems jumped 29.2% to 8.76. FormFactor and SiTime both rose 28.3%, while Alpha and Omega Semiconductor gained 27.8%. Week-to-date performance shows SiTime leading with a 25.7% gain. Year-to-date, all companies show significant losses, with Aehr Test Systems down 47.3% and Alpha and Omega down 38.3%. In cloud computing, the Trade Desk led with a 19.5% gain to 54.12. Shopify rose 18.5%, while CrowdStrike showed strength with a 16.2% increase and 3 consecutive up days. Week-to-date, Shopify leads with an 18.9% gain, CrowdStrike stands out as the only stock showing positive year-to-date returns at 10.5%, while the trade desk has fallen 54% this year. In AI and robotics, Symbotic and Ambarella led gains, both up about 19%. Mobileye Global and Teradyne each rose nearly 17%, while ASML Holding gained 15.4%. Symbotic leads week-to-date returns at 22.2%. Year-to-date, Teradyne shows the largest decline at 36.9%, while ASML Holding has been most resilient, down less than 1%. Leading thematic ETFs in AI and robotics saw remarkable gains. Robotics and AI and automation bull TWOX surged 23.3% to 15.78, while SPDR Alpha ETF jumped 16.7%. WisdomTree AI and Innovation Fund and AI and Technology both climbed over 12%. Weekly returns show strong momentum in the sector. SPDR Alpha ETF leads with an 18.6% gain, followed by Robotics and AI and Automation bull TWOX at 14.8%. Year-to-date, these funds face challenges with returns ranging from -8.5% to -30.6%. Electric vehicle stocks showed significant strength. Tesla soared 22.6% to 272.20, while Polestar gained 18.8%. Lucid broke out from sideways movement with a 9.9% rise, and Rivian advanced 8.9%. Weekly performance shows Tesla and Polestar both up about 13%. However, Li Auto experienced volatility, declining 8.4% for the week, despite today's 6.8% gain. Quantum computing stocks posted strong gains. IonQ led with a 23.9% surge to 26.37, while Rigetti Computing rose 21.6%. Applied Materials jumped 16.1% despite recent downward volatility. Weekly returns highlight remarkable performance, with IonQ up 27.5% and Rigetti Computing gaining 25.2%. Month to date, IonQ leads with a 19.5% increase. Solar stocks rebounded strongly. Canadian solar surged 21% despite strong downward volatility. FTC Solar and Solar Edge Technologies both gained over 15% after breaking from flat trading patterns. Week-to-date, Shoals Technologies and Complete Solaria lead solar stocks with gains of 16.6% and 18.2% respectively. However, most solar stocks remain negative year-to-date, with FTC Solar down 52%. Thematic ETFs in the tech sector showed remarkable gains today. The SPDR S&P Semiconductor ETF led with a surge of 31.88 to 192.51, up 19.8%. The First Trust Nasdaq Semiconductor ETF and iShares Semiconductor ETF followed with gains of 18.8% and 18.5% respectively, despite showing very strong negative trends. Weekly returns have been notably strong for these semiconductor funds, with First Trust Nasdaq Semiconductor ETF leading at 17.8% weekly gain. However, year-to-date performance remains challenging, with SPDR S&P Semiconductor ETF showing the largest decline at -22.5%.
And with that, we wrap up another end-of-day technology deep dive. I'm Ira Roth, along with my AI co-host Sally Short. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated, and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency, and commodities. Thanks for watching.